Welcome back to the channel, guys. Before I get into the video, I want to give you a few pointers on archery practice. Practice in conditions that you're not used to. There's plenty of different conditions that you'll get into out there in the wild, like some drizzling rain. Sometimes I practice in drizzling rain. Low light conditions is another one. Practice in some low light to make sure that if that deer comes in, the last shooting light, that you'll be able to shoot them. If it wasn't for the fact that I practice in low light situations, I'm not sure if I've been able to pull off that shot on Wapiti last year, but I've practiced a whole lot in low light situations. I got a bigger opening peep sight so that I can see through it. If your peep sight's too small, you won't be able to see in it. We'll see through it during the low light situations. Another thing I do is what I'm doing right now. I'm practicing at 26 yards, and that's in between my two pins. I got a 20-yard pin and a 30-yard pin. Notice I ain't practicing straight at 25. Sometimes I do 27, sometimes I do 24. And I look and see where my arrow is flying at these distances, and I know how to shoot when the deer's not sitting out there posing for me at 20 yards or not posing for me at 30 yards. There's those in-between situations that you need to be able to shoot at. Anyway, today I bring you the 11th video of the Mobile Hunters Expo that I went to in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you can make it to the one on the 28th, 29th, and 30th of July, y'all need to go to it. And it's going to be wall-to-wall vendors, speakers. You're going to get discounts at a lot of the vendors. It's just an awesome to go to. I've had tons of fun, and this one is an improved version. There's way more vendors at this one than the one I went to. So y'all need to go check that out. But anyway, like I said, here's the 11th video. We're going to go check out Wild Lines ropes and go see what they got. And let's get the video rolling. Hey, we're here at the Mobile Hunter Expo down here in Tennessee, the Southern Show. And Justin, yes, sir. Justin here is with Wild Line Ropes. He's going to tell us about their products.
Right. So what y'all want to hear about first? Y'all want me to just go off the cuff?
Yeah, just go off the cuff and show me what you got.
Let's see, right here we got the Featherlock tether. Okay, so this tether here features, this specific one features a soft shackle. I have the other one over here with the eye-to-eye, and then that way you can use a carabiner, right? This one here, you don't have to have a carabiner, right? So the way this works, it's a double locking soft shackle. So you see how you pull this out like that? Okay, pull the slack out, you pull it out like that. Now you can directly tie into your bridge, right? You wrap that around, you just go through it once, pull the slack out just like that. You see how I can just pull it out like that, go back through it, and then when you go back through it, just put a little pressure on it, and that locks it, and that way the soft shackle can never come undone, okay? And this is an 8mm rope. It's got Dyneema core, so it's super strong. This is Technora, so it's super heat resistant, makes a great friction hitch. And then I continued that double locking soft shackle right here. And the reason it's like this is now you don't have to have a quick link or anything like that to go around the limb, right? It works in the same exact way. You'll give it a little bit of slack, you'll pop the eye out just like we did with the soft shackle, and then you can go around your limb, right? And continue climbing. And then right here below it, we have the solid step aider climbing system, or ACS, aider climbing system, right? So you all know about one sticking and climbing sticks.
Yeah.
This is a direct hybrid between the two. Okay, so how you would use it is you would put your tether. You have to use your tether. You put it up as high as you can reach. You would put a daisy chain up right under your tether. Okay, you have to use your lineman's belt as well with the system. There's no exceptions. You have to use them both. So as you climb up the aider, these aiders feature adjustable steps, so you can really dial them into your preference. You can stand right here, right? As you make it up to the top, you have both your feet right here. You'll take out another daisy chain. You'll wrap it up as high as you can reach underneath your tether. This has an aider leash on it. This leash is attached to you, so you can't drop the aider. You'll pick up on the aider leash, it'll pop out. You'll move it up to your next one, and you'll continue to climb. So for that instance, when you're popping it out, that's similar to like you would one sticking. Instead of having to reach down, take your stick off, and then reapply it, you're already set. You reach down, take it out, put it on, and you can be back in your aider within a minute, or less. It's very quick. So you're not having to spend a lot of time going to reach down and bring it up. And then, let's say you hated the aider climbing system. It's not the system for you. So if you hate it, you can take this foot loop off. I use this foot loop off. I use this foot loop for my JRB climbing system, and then I use the. Like I said, if you hate the aider climbing system, you can just use it as a standard aider here, and that can be used with a J hook, so it can be movable. Yeah. Or that can be attached, as you see here. Most newer sticks usually have cutouts. This is an older model. So in order to do that, I had to take one side off and then girth hitch one side and then put the steps back on. So you can remove steps, you can add them, and then of course we'll have a glow and reflective option as well. And yeah, that's about it on the aiders. And again, we have the soft shackle version, or the eye-to-eye version of the WLR hitch. So I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this. This is a Wildline ropes hitch, WLR. So it kind of takes the place of your ropes, right? So you got all your weight on it, right? See how I can tend it down with one hand? Yeah. All right, so say I'm connected into my bridge, right? So it gives you the one-handed adjustability that a ropeman has, or a conduct, or something like that, but with no mechanical parts, other than carabiner. Yeah, it's super easy to adjust, and just makes for a nice, easy climb. Just being able to, you ain't got to worry about it jamming up. Sometimes the ropemen will pick the stitching. They'll pick your sheath, pull them out and stuff.
Yeah, I got a ropeman and it's wearing my rope out.
The ropeman too, another good thing is, so I don't really recommend using a ropeman for a life safety device. And the reason I don't recommend it is because if you were to take a fall of 5 kN, which is about 1,200 pounds, give or take, can actually de-sheath the rope. So it'll actually, cut into the sheath, and then you might have a big problem in your hand. Like if your sheath were to slip down the rope, that could be really bad. So with this, at 8 kN, which is almost 1,800 pounds, it'll start slipping, right? So it'll just slip. And so that's kind of a nice feature as well. And then lastly, maybe y'all don't even like hunting out of a tree, right? Maybe y'all want to hunt from the ground. So right here and here both, we have chamois. So this is my ground hunting system. It uses the same daisy chains as the aider climbing system, but they're backwards. So one end uses one side, the other end uses the other. So with 4 daisy chains in the aider climbing system, you can get up 20 foot. And then I usually have this with me as well, so if I wanted to get higher than 20 foot, I could steal the daisy chains from my chamois and then climb up. And this is fully adjustable. So if you're spanning across like a long distance, it has these ropes. This one's tucked in the back so it's not, you can't see it, and this one's sticking out. So essentially it's the WLR hitch, right? So it's just it's the same as the tethers. And has a stuff bag right here. The whole system fits into it and weighs about 1.5 pounds. Right? And like I said, it's fully adjustable height-wise. So the height you would just adjust by these. It's a soft shackle here. You would just wrap it twice, always wrapping each one twice, and that'll help keep them from ever popping loose. And then if you have to span across a large distance, you know, they come with 10-foot daisy chains. And the nice thing about this is you can really set up in small areas, tight areas, right? Made it for like swamps and stuff like that. So you can get into smaller stuff. And of course, you're not limited to trees, right? You're not limited to 2 horizontal trees. That's why I have this set up like that. This represents a limb sticking out from a tree right here. And this is what I call the offset. So it kind of offsets and it'll put you right up against the tree, right? So now you're right up against the tree. Ideally, if you have a deer trail that runs this way and you got cover behind you, they won't ever see you. I'll step out, you got a perfect broadside quartering away shot, or gun hunt. Maybe even turkey hunts.
My son would love that. He don't like getting in trees.
Right. Yeah, I love hunting from a tree, and my Facebook profile, it's me hunting out of a tree, but I only hunted out of a tree one time. I strictly used that. I had some great experiences. Not the best season for myself last year. I had some gun failures go on, but other than that, love it. Awesome. And try it. Take your seat. Just pull it out from under you there. And make sure that back band don't get twisted. So if you wanted to lean back more, you could adjust it out, or if you wanted to lean forward more, you would adjust it in, right? So it's got a...
It's really comfortable. Like, and like the first thing I thought when I seen you sitting there, if I lean back too far, but I'm leaning back like really,
right.
I'd have to.
Yeah, I've sat in it and like went, completely horizontal, but
I can see that this right here keeps you from where it's up, keeps you from
flipping back.
Yeah.
It's like a hunting chair hammock.
It's a hammock.
Hammock. Put that up there.
So we're not sure which one we like more, if we like the black or the orange.
I like the orange.
You like the orange?
It pops more.
Yeah, it's more noticeable. People can see it better. And then some people hate the orange, they don't like the orange. So
Yeah.
I might do a little of both.
Yeah.
And then of course it fits in that bag. This is my personal one. That's what it would be like all together, that's the whole thing. Just try it out, man.
Very compact.
Yeah, it's about the size of your arm, about like that. And again, it's got these little toggles that you can use to hold on to the bag there.
Yeah.
Pretty nifty.
And so, where did they go check this out?
Wildlineropes.com. You can check me out on Facebook. You can check me out on we got YouTube. Make sure you go to Rumble and Snapchat. And it's gonna be fun. What was that other? Instagram. That's it. That's what I don't. She runs all that stuff, guys. I don't know about it. I'm not. I should be on social media.
And how much does the hammock run?
So today only, it's a pre-sale today, so it's $159.99, and we're gonna have 2 different options, right? We'll have the double-sided, so this one here, like I said, double-sided, so you can flip it over, mix, match, camo, however you want. If you can't decide which camo you want, you can get 2.
So my subscribers, they're not gonna be able to get there. So how much would it be on your site?
So on the side, like I said, there'll be a solid color. So the solid color planes are going to be $199. The solid camo will be like $220, and then the double-sided camo will be like $250.
All right. Keep it rolling. Thank you.
Yeah.
Y'all go check his site out, and it's really, I really like those hammocks. It's really nice, comfortable. And if you're a ground hunter, like my son is, you love it.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. That wild line ropes, they have all kinds of nifty stuff there. I really like that Chammock. You know, for a ground hunter, that would be pretty awesome to be able to sit there like that. You know, in this climbing method, that was pretty neat too. And the tethereds and the way they slid so easy, that was pretty awesome. So I'm putting a link in the description to them, to the wild line ropes, and so y'all go check them out. Click like if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button. It don't cost you anything. All it does is help my channel, and what you'll do is you'll see me in your YouTube feed. If you hit the notification bell, when I put out a new video, it'll notify your phone and let you know. I appreciate y'all guys, and talk to y'all later.